Um, I just heard my neighbor downstairs being fought by Jesus for psychically attacking me. I've heard that people who, I know it sounds crazy, I know it sounds strange to believe if you're not used to this kind of thing. It's the first time I've actually realized it. I think I've been psychically attacked for quite a while. Like it says in the Bible, the fallen angels mated with human women. So we've had them around for a long time, these crossbreeds. And apparently they've inherited from the angels, the fallen angels, the ability to cast off pieces of themselves, which go and perform services for them, and then return back. I think that's what psychic attack is. I've heard that if you are experiencing psychic attack, it's probably from somebody who is close to you, physically close. Well, I've thought my neighbours downstairs were doing this before, but now and again they shout angrily at someone, and I thought they were just having an argument with somebody there. You might now say, some people will now think, oh, they're schizophrenic or something, or that I am. But it just occurred to me that when this guy was shouting, he was like shouting defensively and using a lot of insults. And I didn't hear anyone speaking back. And I thought, well, let's just think for a moment that it's a psychic argument he's having. That would mean he's talking to a spirit. And at that particular time, I was feeling psychically attacked. I was experiencing a psychic attack, or I had been anyway, and was starting to feel a bit better. And it just occurred to me that it sounded exactly like exorcisms have sounded on YouTube videos I've seen. The guy was shouting a lot defensively and insulting the person he was speaking to a lot. It's just like in an exorcism. I think that guy downstairs is a crossbreed demon or alien, whatever. And he was psychically attacking me. And the reason I was feeling slightly better, and I now feel much better, this was about an hour ago, the reason that the reason I was feeling slightly better was because he was having to fend off Jesus. I had asked Jesus to help me. I said, Jesus Christ, help me, please. Like that. I was going, Jesus Christ, help me, help me, help me. And it's just general feelings of discomfort all over your whole body. A great feeling of irritation. And I said to myself, Jesus Christ, help me, help me, help me. And I think he must have done. And that's the first time I've realized that when I hear that downstairs or in the street, because I've heard it about 4 times today, 2 times outside and 2 times from the guy downstairs. When that happens, they're shouting at Jesus. Or I think a couple of times outside, I think that was when nasty attacks they've made on me are made to return to them instead, and they have to experience whatever they've sent out to me. It gets turned back on them. It got turned back on at someone outside, and they were shouting angrily in a strange way. That actually was how they'd been making me feel. I don't know how to describe it really. Just angrily shouting out like something like God, leave me alone, get lost, things like that. Only they don't say God. That's a notable thing. They don't say God or Jesus Christ. They just shout things like, leave me alone, get lost, things like that. It sounds like you think you're having an argument with someone unless you listen very carefully. And then there's no one they're arguing with at all. You might even be hearing words, you might even hear their friends saying words of support to them. So there's no one arguing with them. Unless the person arguing with them is, and I think they're arguing against a thought form, or They're arguing against Jesus. It's like they've lied to Jesus about me. He's come to check out something that might need dealing with, has found that I wasn't blameworthy, and has gone back to return to them the effects of whatever lies they were trying to inflict on me, whatever harm they were trying to inflict on me. That's what it seems to be like, something like that. That would be a skill God would have given the angels before they fell, the ability to contact him telepathically and relay information. So they're using it to lie now. I mean, this is the best sense I can make of things. And the guy downstairs lost the argument the second time. I could feel it because I felt so much better even before he finished arguing. By the time he finished arguing, just a few seconds before he finished arguing, I felt much better. And after that, Jesus seemed to have completed pushing back at him whatever he had been trying to force on me. And he then shut up. And just as I've been starting to make this video, I've heard them downstairs saying, "Oh my God, what's happening? Is she doing it? Is she telling the truth about us?" or something like that. They were saying things like that. I mean, they weren't saying it so loudly, so it's harder to hear, but it's true, I'm really glad there are people who can help with these people. If you ever feel very uncomfortable for no particular reason that you can put your finger on, I would honestly suggest asking God and Jesus to help you, because they do seem to be real, and they do seem to be able to help. You have to put a lot of will into it yourself as well, though. Just psychically resist these things as hard as you can. That seems to work. Some people's will must be stronger than others, but it just seems to be that you're supposed to put all your will into it. The completion of that seems to be important. So just try your best and your hardest, and it seems that Jesus does the rest. Extraordinary, I know, but I think it's true. Thanks. Bye.